hair too. Oh, he got a happy trail.
Off of Rick and Morty.
You see this? Y'all eat way healthier than us. Y'all pops is way more natural. And Jimi Hendrix and, you know, just old legends, you feel me? So that them be the people I listen to for inspiration.
Uh-oh. Okay, Juice. You a driver now, huh?
I've been out here all night. I've been out here all day with my eyes open wide. Be able to put songs together that it takes people forever to make. It's something I still ask God to this day. It's crazy.
With the passing of the young rapper Juice WRLD comes a bit of reckoning for the rap world, because this is yet another young rapper who has passed away far too soon. And because of that, many rappers are weighing in on the matter and giving their thoughts on the situation. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Drake.
Heartbreaking news saying that I would like to see all the younger talent live longer, and I hate waking up hearing another story filled with blessings was cut short.
It's no surprise that Drake is one of the many rappers who has weighed in on the events surrounding the unfortunate passing of Juice WRLD, mainly because when it comes right down to it, Drake is one of the best people in the rap industry by a large margin, and he dedicates a lot of his time and money in order to try and get young people off the streets and into the music studio. He wants these young people to have the opportunities that he had, to live long, fulfilling lives like he has so far. And it was that feeling that led to his post about Juice WRLD after his passing. I'd like to see all the younger talent live longer, and I hate waking up hearing another story filled with blessings cut short. Superstar rapper Drake posted on the social media platform. Believe me when I say that Drake is really hurting over this. He's not just saying this because he feels he has to. He's saying this because he means it, and he feels that this is a great tragedy, especially since this is something that was likely caused by a self-inflicted event, meaning that many suspect that Juice WRLD passed away because of an overdose on various substances. For a guy like Drake who has had many chances to rise above what the world expected of him and took it, this is a low blow of the highest order, because this was a kid with unlimited potential and a possibly very long career in the rap world, and he threw it away for a high or a buzz. That hurts Drake to his core, because he knows that these young rappers can be better than that they can be stronger than that they don't need that stuff. He's also probably wondering if he could have done anything more to help him, because that's the kind of nice guy he is. Don't beat yourself up too much, Drake. There's nothing really you could have done, but the fact that you cared and the fact that you don't want to see a thing like this happen to another young rapper proves just how good you are in spirit and in soul. Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper posted a message saying he knows our hearts. I really wish we had more talks like that one night in LA. Dude, this is ridiculous.
Moving back to another rapper, we go to where Juice WRLD was born, Illinois, to talk about Chance the Rapper, who had this to say on the passing of the rising star. He knows our hearts. I really wish we had more talks like that one night in LA, dude. This is ridiculous. Millions of people, not just in Chicago, but around the world are hurting because of this, and don't know what to make of it. I'm sorry. Love you and God bless your soul. #legend. This is yet another friend who has lost someone dear to him, which makes lists like this all the more hard to write, because every single person on this list has a connection to Juice WRLD in some way, shape, or form, and they must be crushed right now to hear that a young talent of the industry has passed in such a hard and terrible way. For Chance, he no doubt saw a lot of himself in Juice WRLD, because the two had somewhat of a similar rise in the rap world via the paths they took. They had to work hard to get into the industry. They had to make their music and make their names be known. They could have done something else, but they chose rap music because it is what they love. Chance especially knows how easy it was to follow another path, as his family was very big in Chicago, but he knew that music was the way for him, and because of that, he's one of the biggest acts around, and he likely felt that Juice WRLD was one with a similar potential. Now though, that potential is gone, which makes him sad, because he likely thought that he too could have had a hand in keeping him alive, but instead all he can do is wonder, and that's not a good feeling at all. It's never fun to ponder all the what ifs in the world, but when you lose someone you care about, even in a loose or friendship sense, it's all you can think about. Meek Mill. For Meek Mill, he had a very simple yet very honest understanding of the situation and put that into a very simple message on Instagram. This unbelievable. I know what you're thinking. How can he write such a simple message at the passing of a fellow rapper? But let's be honest with ourselves here. Let's imagine that someone you know is doing well or well enough in life and that they have a great future ahead of them. Then all of a sudden they pass away. Is your first reaction going to be something like a 20-page novel or a 2-word sentence as you try and figure out what's going on? Exactly. Sometimes it's hard to find the right words to express how you're feeling feeling after the loss of someone, especially one that you called a friend. You might think you know the words to say right now, but oftentimes it's not that easy, not even close. So sure, on some levels it's going to seem odd that Meek Mill is reacting in such a simple way, but given that the passing of Juice WRLD happened so recently, it's very possible that he hasn't found the right words to figure out his exact feelings on the subject. The loss of someone is hard on every part of you. Even rappers find the words hard to come by at times. And remember, Meek Mill is a guy who loves the rap industry with all that he has. He fights to maintain the sanity of the industry. He wants to make sure that everyone who is a part of it is also someone who treats it with the respect it deserves. It's clear he thought the music Juice WRLD was doing was good for the genre, which is why he's no doubt shocked that a rising star like him was so quickly taken away.
Did you want to win any of these items on the screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right back into the video.
Ski Mask.
Ski Mask had a heartbreaking response, tweeting, "At this point, take me too. He can't be gone. They keep taking my brothers from me."
Continuing with another person who was close with Juice WRLD, we make our way to Ski Mask the Slump God, who had a very poetic message on Instagram. "I love you so much. You didn't deserve this. I can't explain how much it hurts me to lose you. This love, bruh. Rest in peace. You know I'll carry your energy forever. I can't lose any more brothers." He, like many close to Juice WRLD, are mourning more than the loss of a rapper. He's mourning the loss of a friend, a brother, one who was a kindred spirit of sorts and felt everything that he did and more. This is about more than just loyalty. This is about friendship for Ski Mask and the fact that his friends, his brothers, keep getting taken away from him. The line about effing this life is appropriate for him because in his mind, this life keeps taking away the people that he cares about. And that's not fair to him, nor would it be fair to anyone who has lost all sorts of people in their lives, which is sadly one of the harsh realities of this life. Sometimes the people who deserve the most get the least, and sometimes the ones who have everything to lose do, or ones who don't deserve the help they get all the help they could ever want. Life is very unbalanced, and that makes for all sorts of terrible things that happen across the planet. I'm not trying to depress you, just to help you understand what Ski Mask is feeling, because in his mind, in his heart, he's feeling the pain that he never wants to feel again, yet he keeps getting forced to feel it. Yet he also takes heart in the fact that the energy of Juice WRLD isn't gone yet, because he himself is able to carry it within him. What he'll do with it is not clear, but you can bet he'll do right by his brother. Lil Yachty. These next two rappers that we're going to talk about have a very interesting connection to Juice WRLD, mainly in that they are rappers who are right in the age range of the late rapper. For Lil Yachty, he's 22, only a year older than Juice WRLD was when he passed, and when he did, he left this message: "Bye brother, love you dog, RIP," added Lil Yachty, who also collaborated with the late rapper before his death. It's another in a series of simple messages, but it's one that gets to the heart of the matter. Sometimes all you can say is goodbye. Sometimes all you can do is say what is simplest in order to get it out of your systems. To see what comes next is not up to you, so you say what you can and hope it's enough. Lil Yachty himself, not unlike Juice WRLD, has had a very interesting path that led him to his superstardom, mainly in that he got popular on social media and was a model at times, and worked his music in a unique way so that he could stand out in the crowd even more. It worked and now he's famous. But now he looks at the loss of his friend and he no doubt wonders, could that be me? Am I the next one to meet that fate? No one can answer that, and you wonder how it will affect it. Lil Nas X. Nope, that's all Lil Nas X has to say on the matter when it came to addressing the passing of Juice WRLD. And that too is a very fair and very honest reaction. Denial, rejection, and a disbelief at the facts being presented to you. For Lil Nas X, as a young 20-year-old, he was in the same boat as Lil Yachty and Juice WRLD in that they were the rising stars of the rap world. Lil Nas X has had a couple songs and his star is seriously on the rise. But when he looks at how Juice WRLD was the same way, yet he ended up gone just days after his 21st birthday, that has to speak to him. Can you blame him? After all, that could happen to anyone if they make enough choices. Maybe this will deter him from going down that path. Only time will tell. Halsey.
But I really want to play it tonight for him, so while we have
Halsey is another unique singer who happened to weigh in on this matter, and her reaction is a more positive one at points, choosing to focus on the creative nature of Juice WRLD. Sweet boy, the fastest brain in the game, your creativity, endless, immortal, rest in power. I can't even explain the sadness, wrote singer Halsey. Many will choose to remember him this way, not as the rapper who passed away too soon, but the rapper who made waves at such a young age. It's not wrong to think of a lost one this way, and it might just bring her comfort in the long run. Alicia Keys. It's hard to talk about what Alicia Keys said about Juice WRLD, mainly because she honestly didn't say anything, but rather she posted a video of her singing one of her songs in tribute to the passing of Juice WRLD. In the upcoming weeks and months, you're likely to hear more of the same, especially since in the recent years with the loss of many young rappers, other rappers are taking of their name and style in order to pay tribute via songs, collaborations that were never finished, or just plain honoring the person that they lost. It's unclear just how much music has been made by Juice WRLD that hasn't been released, but if there are even a handful of tracks, you can bet that they will be brought forward in some capacity to further spread the good word and lyrics about Juice. Juice WRLD. This happened a lot with the recent passing of XXXTentacion, who had numerous songs and collaborations released to honor him with the permission of his family. So to that end, it's possible that over the next few months or so, we'll hear more from Juice WRLD via tribute releases, and they'll keep coming until there are no more songs to sing. Ellie Goulding. If you don't know Ellie Goulding, that's okay. She's an English singer and songwriter who has been around for a while, but is really more focused in the UK on the pop side of music. So you would think that she wouldn't be associated with Juice WRLD in any way, but you'd be wrong, mainly because she actually worked with Juice WRLD on a song this year in fact. And so when he passed, she had a very strong reaction to the death. I can't believe it. You were such a sweet soul. Singer Ellie Goulding, who collaborated with Juice, 21, this year on the song Hate Me, wrote on Twitter in the first of several posts, "I'll always remember meeting you and your family on the video set and thinking how close you were. You had so much further to go. You were just getting started. You'll be missed, Juice," she wrote, going on to share a candid photograph of the pair. In many ways, Ellie Goulding is one of the people on this list who are no doubt hurting the most because of the passing of Juice WRLD, mainly because she knew the guy, worked with the guy, and clearly had a special friendship with him. So no doubt in her mind she's wondering how this all happened. How is that he went from being such a happy guy, at least in her view on things, to the guy that went and got himself in a position to pass away in such a tragic manner? No one likes to think about death, obviously, but when it happens as suddenly as this, you have to wonder why it happens like it does. So all in all, Goulding's reaction is a very pure one. She's thinking of the young boy that she met and the future he could have had, but was taken away. His friends who are still around are no doubt wondering why it was him at this time, and why his future couldn't be lived out. The days to come. In the days to come, you're likely to hear even more people from the rap industry and beyond weighing in on Juice WRLD and everything that he did in both his life and in his music career. You're going to hear from the family who are mourning the loss of their loved one and the life that he could have had should he still have been alive. You'll hear how they feel he was a creative soul that was just weighed down by so much pain. You'll also likely hear from many other rappers who desire to pay tribute to a friend, a colleague, a fellow rapper who rapped to the beat of his own drum and made no excuses about what he did. You'll hear them mourn about how they won't be able to make music with him anymore, and that the world won't be able to truly hear his voice in the way that we deserve to hear it, and more of that. But most importantly of all, you'll hear them all talk about the regret that they have that he's not here anymore, that they won't be able to tell him once more that he was special, that he was appreciated, that he was loved, and more. You'll hear them wish that he was still around to talk to have fun with, to be a part of their lives, and on the inside they'll wish that they could have done more to keep him happy, to keep him healthy, and ultimately to keep him around. Which brings us to the sad moral of this particular story, for while the cause of death is still being determined, we'll likely note that he died via a strong reaction to substances that he has been using for many years, and by his own girlfriend's admission, he had a problem with. So if you take nothing else from this, know that while many mourn the loss of Juice WRLD, there's honestly little that they could have done to save him. He kept choosing to use substances like lean and to mess with his head and body, even though it was truly clear that it was hurting him in the worst way possible. He chose to keep doing illegal acts even though his very legal acts were getting him all sorts of attention. Juice WRLD chose to do what he did, and that's why many are reacting like they are, because they can't believe they didn't see this coming, or they felt they could have stopped this from happening. Sadly, that's not how it works in this world. We have to make a decision and choices based on what we know, and sometimes the will of one person or even many people aren't enough to help change the mind of another. That being said, there you have it, many rappers who have weighed in on the situation involving Juice WRLD and his passing. What do you think of the messages left behind by rappers who have great memories of the young rapper? Do any of these messages strike you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe. I'm King Trending, and rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.